Alright, 36. Oh, that was 36. 37. Match again, do not solve, solutions are quite unseemly. So 37A it looks like we gotta do. These are systems of equations. I'm gonna go ahead and write them out horizontally so we can do the work. 3x minus y is equal to 12, and then the other one was negative 6x equals 1 minus 2y. So perpendicular, parallel, or same line. So we need to figure out what the slope is. So we'll solve for y on each of these. Minus 3x, negative y is equal to negative 3x plus 12, and then divide everything by negative 1. Y is equal to 3x minus 12. Solve for y here, I'll subtract the 1 over, and then I'm going to switch the sides so that the y ends up on the left. So I'll have negative 2y is equal to negative 6x minus 1. Divide everything by negative 2. So y is equal to 3x plus 1/2. Okay. So what do we notice about the two lines? Perpendicular, parallel, or same?
Parallel.
Parallel lines, right? They got the same slope, but they have different y-intercepts, so it'd be parallel. Questions on that? 37B. Same thing, 4x plus 3y is equal to 9, and 6x minus 4y is equal to 1. Minus the 4x over, so I got 3y is equal to negative 4x plus 9. Divide everything by 3. And then for this one, minus 6x, negative 4y is equal to negative 6x plus 1. Divide everything by negative 4. So y is equal to 3/2 x minus 1/4. So our choices are perpendicular, parallel, or same. Did I do some math wrong? Looks good? So I would say we need to add choice 4 to our exam review, huh? What do you want to put it as? Neither? None of the above? These have different slopes, but they're not perpendicular slopes. So these would be neither, they're just intersecting. Questions on that? Okay, 37C. Y equals 1/5 x minus 12, and x minus 5y equals 60. So minus the x over, I got negative 5y is equal to negative x plus 60, and then divide everything by negative 5. Same line? Okay. $37D. minus 6x. Okay, what do we know about these slopes? The slopes, what do we know about them? They're opposite reciprocals, right? Different signs, and the fraction is flipped over. So we know these two equations are what? Perpendicular, right? Questions on that? 38, give the y coordinates to the solution of the system. Alright, how do y'all want to solve this one? Anybody got any ideas? What method? What do we do first? Elimination. We could do elimination. We'd have to move some stuff around though, right?
Substitution.
We could do substitution. We got to solve for a variable, right? Which of those four variables looks the easiest to solve for? The top equation, which variable? The x, right? If you solve for the y here, you're going to end up with fractions. It'd be easier to solve for this y. Divide everything by 2, you wouldn't get fractions, so that'd be good too, right? But if I solve for x, I'll be substituting in for the x, and that'll give us the y value, and all they want is the y answer. So, if I took this equation and subtracted the 7 over, right, I'd end up with x is equal to a negative 9y minus 7. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Well, that is equal to x. So I'm going to substitute that in for this x. So that gives me 2y is equal to 14 minus 8 times a negative 9y minus 7. Now we'll just solve for y. What do we do first, Jay? Distribute. Plus 72y plus 56 minus 72y. That gives me negative 70y equals 70. Divide. So y is equal to negative 1. Questions? Many ways to do that problem, right? Substitution, elimination, whatever. Okay. 39. Choose the inequality to the graph shown. Okay. Look at all our answers. What's the difference in our answers? What are some of the differences?
Slope and the inequality.
The slope is different. We got a positive 5 or a negative 5, and then the inequality is either less than or greater than, right? Okay. Is this shaded above or below? It's shaded below. So what does that mean? Less than. So we can eliminate what? B and C, right? No, I'm sorry. It is less than. So it's either B or C is our answer, right? Okay, now, this line, positive or negative slope?
Positive.
Positive, right? As you go from left to right, it's going up. So positive slope and less than. C. Multiple choice is nice, isn't it? All of your exams are multiple choice. All of your exams are multiple choice. 52 questions. 26 of them are calculator, 26 of them are non-calculator. Okay. Any questions on 39? Okay. 40. Let's see. All right, identify the correct graph for the solution. Look at our answers. Notice all the lines are the same. Right?
Yeah.
The only difference is the shading. Right? So we need to figure out which of these two equations represents which of these two lines, and then we can look at the shading. We should be able to figure it out. This first one, negative slope. Which one of the lines have negative slope? The darker one, right? So this line here is represented by the first equation. The first equation is greater than. So is this shading above the darker line? Yes, that's good. This shading above the darker line? Yes. Here's the darker line. Is this shading above or below it? That's below, so it's not C. We take that out, and this one is below the darker line, right? We take that out. So it's either A or B. So now the next line, we know is the skinnier line here, the narrow line. It's less than. So is this shading below the skinny line?
No.
No, it's not. Let's make sure we did it right. This line, skinny line, the shading is below it, right? So we're good. So it's got to be B. Any questions on 40? Okay.